Alright, so last but least video of the night. This one has nothing to do with tarot. It's been a little bit since I have gotten on and talked about my journey dealing with the emotional abuse and manipulation that I have been dealing with for quite some time now. I wanted to just touch base with everybody and just update them because this is my journal. I am very busy. So, with just being a mom, being a employee, a friend, a girlfriend, etc., etc., going on with my life. But I also want to make sure that I'm still putting out videos and documenting exactly what has been going on in hopes that it helps more people speak out against their abusers. Just wanting to bring light to a situation that is generally always hidden. It's very covert in nature because you don't see the scars. There's no scars. So talking about them helps heal. I had a really interesting conversation with a very, very wise man. And not that I didn't already know this stuff, but listening to someone put it in a whole different light and perspective really just kind of helped me understand it to an extent, just know exactly what I'm dealing with. And not saying that everyone can particularly relate to my story per se, everyone has their own journey here. It may shed light and it may help someone else. So I'm always willing to share as an open book. My name is Adrienne, also known as She Tarot. I do a lot of tarot videos and readings and things of that nature. But I was also married for 10, not 10 years, several years, but all together, we were pretty much together for about 10 years as a whole. And I have an amazing son out of that, an amazing little boy. But I am dealing with remnants of just a really toxic situation that I had to get myself out of. And if you've watched any of my videos, I only have two out there right now, actually three, you can say. One is not on YouTube, but just a little highlight of everything that I've gone through. This is someone who prides themselves on appearance, big time, and I am an empath. And generally, when you're dealing with a narcissist or an emotional manipulator or an abuser, they thrive on empath energy. We have something that they lack. They generally come for people like us. It's almost like you're dealing with two different forces here. You've got light and you've got darkness, and it's if you look at it on a spiritual plane, it kind of brings a whole new awareness to things. I permanently ended things last year with my abuser. He's not my abuser. He's not mine. I don't take ownership. But the abuser, let's say that. And as a result to that, I walked away, and that pissed somebody off pretty badly. They decided that they would walk away at the same time, but they would one up me in every single thing that I did, interfere in my life, cause issues to make it look like I was struggling and that I had the issue while they were succeeding. I'm watching all of this happen. Generally, this is what a narcissist will do. They're very covert in nature. They don't want people to know what they're doing, but they feel so powerful and amazing knowing that they're the puppet master pulling all the strings behind the curtains and nobody sees it. They pride themselves on these things, right? His response to me walking away was finding someone else and making it the most speediest relationship possible, and finding someone who's literally just as toxic as he is, with just as much as a desire and need to win as he has. So in my case, I am dealing with literally two whole narcissists, both with separate needs and agendas, but one target. Okay? So you have two people that want to win in a situation, and that drives them. I am literally the glue that keeps them together. it's quite interesting when you think about how much energy someone will put into you out of being bitter and angry and vengeful. He triangulated the situation between her and I. At that time, I was not completely ready to let go, but, and not trying to be a victim, but in my defense, coming out of a relationship for 10 years, you have a child with someone, and you don't walk away just like that. Not unless you're a narcissist. So then rumors started that I'm still in love with them, still in love with him, stalking him, yada, yada, yada. The behavior is actually twisted, it's flipped. But you have two people claiming it versus one person saying that this isn't true, this is actually what they're doing. So they're building themselves based off trying to ruin my credibility. He feels like he's taking out two birds with one stone kind of deal. She feels like she's winning. So I spoke to this man because, the games go on, and I have implemented the gray rock system. I have done anything and everything that I could to walk away from these two toxic individuals as much as possible while still parenting my child. And yeah, I'm in my sleeping pajamas. Just a heads up. I'm tired. I've been doing tarot readings. My voice is like fading out. I am wearing shorts. I promise. So basically what you have here is two people with their own separate agendas wanting to take one person down because of their need for power and control. Touching base on the woman, a woman narcissist. They thrive a little bit differently than the male. The male is going to be focused on his ego, his money, everything that he has that's showy. Everything that he can bring to the table and say, this is what I've got. Look at me. Makes my dick that much bigger. I'm better than you. The woman generally is focused on reputation, looks, anything that makes her look prestigious, makes her look like she's great in the community, makes her look like she's thriving in the community. I'm dealing with someone who doesn't have children of their own, so she found someone who has children, and she's trying to dominate. So she thrives on dominance and control. She wants to control everything and everyone around her. Social circles, scenes, your children, everything like that. And he wants to control the person. So let me put it like this. What I've basically learned is if you are basically a narcissist's prey or their target, if you've walked away, you have induced narcissistic injury. Sorry, I'm done. Can't talk tonight. You've induced their injury. They're angry. They're relentless. They're persistent. They don't like to quit. They don't know how to quit and give up. They perceive themselves as being the ones who were done wrong. No matter what they did to you, they are the victim. They could have cheated on you. They could have punched you in the face. They could have stepped on your toe. They could have ran over your dog. They don't care. And somehow they're going to make it so that you are the reason why they did those things. It's your fault. You didn't know that, empath? So generally, when you walk away from a narcissist, male or female, that induces their injury, and they also now have to rebrand their image because you've just kind of fucked up their image when you walked away, right? You're essentially telling people that there's something wrong with them. Well, they have to turn that around and make people think that there's something wrong with you and that they're great. Generally, this is why they jump into other relationships really fast after breaking up with someone, because they need to prove that they weren't the problem, you were. They'll tell people that, they'll tell people that you're the person who they broke up with, you cheated, you're crazy, You're stalking them, calling them, in love with them, obsessed with them, whatever it takes to ruin your credibility. They'll go out and find, their flying monkeys, whoever that they can that's going to help them. Generally, it's usually their family. A narcissist typically thrives in a narcissistic family. I'm dealing with someone who comes from a breeding ground of them. They're boys. That's what they are. And they pride themselves on protecting them. And I know because I've been told that we protect our boys around here. I also have been told I like her and all, but she's black, which means your children are going to be black. Yeah, this man's not black. It's interesting, this whole thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of her issues had to do with my skin tone. So the man or woman, once you leave them, will pretty much see you as, you've betrayed them and you've wronged them and you've got to be punished. They must show you. How dare you? You're unfinished business. And that's generally why a narcissist doesn't leave you alone. You're not destroyed enough. I did not ruin you enough, and I did not say I was done with you. You are unfinished business. Now, in my case, I'm dealing with a situation where, since he's run off and gotten married so fast, because I'm unfinished business, and she's the dominant one, she's the drama queen and needs the attention. She wants all the attention. Damn it, you better be looking at me at all times because I am beautiful. Sorry, a little slap happy. What essentially they're doing is he's pissing her off. But she's pissed off at me. Wants to push me out of the picture completely. Wants to get rid of me at all costs. Maybe that'll stop him from being so focused on me. This in turn also helps him or her. You can change genders as you see fit. This in turn is going to cause her to attack me more, which is his two birds with one stone, so to say. Because now you have two individuals attacking now, right? She hates me because I'm in the picture, and I am his unfinished business. And I'm a threat to his social standing because I know too damn much. And I'm a threat to her social standing. I watched these people literally tell people that they had the custody of my child. I'm not in my child's life. I'm jealous. They're married. Yada, 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 within 6 months because they're soulmates. And we all know that narcissists claim soulmates, like, pretty early on. Everybody says, you're my soulmate. You are mine. They will stalk the shit out of your social media any way that they can. The woman will vague book you. She will smear you on social media. I had an incident where it was actually my son's birthday and I wanted to throw him a birthday party, but the narcissist decided that he was going to control that day, like all narcissists do on holidays. They like to ruin them. He did not want me to be able to throw my child a party, and he did the same thing last year. So this year I said I don't really give a damn because it's not about you and it's not about me, it's about him, so I'll take the consequences. Threw my son a 2-hour party. What did they do? They went running to the courts. Woohoo. Oh my God. She's awful. She keeps hurting us. We just, I'm a great stepmom and I'm doing everything that I can and I love my husband. She's jealous and won't leave us alone. 2 hours. It's about the kid. And it's unfortunate if you have a child with a narcissist, your child will be that pawn. They don't give a shit about the kid. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. And in my case, they don't give a shit about each other. It's fake and it's feigned. They only care about themselves. A narcissist is stunted. So we're talking about an actual mental disorder here, not someone who decided I'm going to follow the devil and be evil. Someone who is literally stunted mentally, can't see past a specific age, can't reason outside of themselves, and has been taught and trained that they're the center of the universe. They don't know any better. That's not an excuse, but you're literally dealing with people, dealing with any kind of narcissist that cannot grow up when they get into adulthood, and they're still carrying around the mindset of a 7-year-old or wherever they decided that they have some sort of trauma perceived towards them. They're stuck there. They're still there. Soul retrieval time. It is not your job to try and fix these people. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, get the hell out. And I say this in every video. Truly, there's no other option. You can't save them. They will destroy you in the process. That's why I left. It's the most toxic, draining, unstable relationship of my whole life. And to be honest, I didn't even know what love was. I thought I was in love back then. And being the woman that I am now, and being where I am now, and being with who I'm with now, is quite an eye-opener. The things that you'll learn. If you're dealing with a narcissistic woman and you have a child with her, she's going to get into the school system. She's going to try and infiltrate everything. She wants to control everything. She wants to take over everything. And she will get in your face because in her head, she's going to beat your ass. She could be 4'2". Doesn't really matter. Generally, you're still dealing with people who are, even though they thrive on being the center of the universe, there's something that's an inadequacy, and they are lacking deeply. There's a huge insecurity somewhere. Huge. And they're going to take that out on you. There's nothing that you can do about that. Walk away. So in my journey where I am right now is just focusing on being the best mom I can, focusing on my career, focusing on my life, and knowing that they're always going to try to get inside. Tell that narcissist to kiss your ass. I'm pretty sure I'll have more stories to come. I know where the goal is. I know the woman would love to keep me in court. She would love to take my son and battle me for him. She's already smearing me on social media, so it is what it is. And I've learned to not give two shits. I don't really care. If you have to spend that much time talking about someone else who is not part of your life, then that I think it speaks volumes. And your support system, they're probably just like you. I don't cry. You're not going to see me. I have reached a level in my life where I don't need to be that person anymore. I thank the narcissist, because I would not be who I am today. And I thank her. She doesn't know it. She thinks she took something from me. She actually saved me. She saved my life. I was stuck in a toxic situation of back and forth, and she came in begging for his time and attention, and he decided to give her that to spite me. And at first, yeah, I'm human. It hurt like a bitch. That was my husband. I have that right to feel that way. And I will admit that I felt that way. Um, it's thundering. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. You broke my toxic cycle. I don't hate you. I wouldn't waste my energy on hating you. I keep trying to tell her that. She wants to smear me, so be it. You stopped me from my hell. He was awful, and now he's yours. But I'm going to protect my son at all costs. I'm not going to be the cost. Neither will he be. Get strong, ladies. Stay strong, men. If you're dealing with a narcissist, if you're dealing with the justice system being corrupt, if you're dealing with watching your children get hurt and abused by a parent that will do things like leave your baby in a car by them damn self to go get some chicken for 10 straight minutes, and your baby pees on himself, like, that's neglect. And then you don't want to deal with CPS and things like that. I'm just saying, you get what you deserve. Stay strong to my empaths, man and woman, because the world needs you. Have a good night.